Welcome back to Luxembourg. It's been a very busy off-season, and 2 days before the start of the season we've had a massive falling out with the players, which I will get onto in due course. But it's opening day, we're full of optimism, we're full of new players in the squad, so let's go and see what I've been doing all summer. Right, the first thing to update you on is a change of tactic. We've gone 4-3-3 with inside forwards, deep lying forward, and this little triumvirate in the middle, a half-back, deep line playmaker, central midfielder on attack. The back line is basically as it was last season. Obviously the reason for that was because we needed to rebuild the squad anyway in the summer, so I may as well do it with a tactic I prefer rather than the one that we kind of settled for last season. So with that tactic in mind, we have made quite a few signings. Now, Emilion Griot here is a centre-back, and he was here on loan when I got here, but his loan was finishing before last season started, and he went back to Sochaux. They have since released him. We've snapped him back up again. He's a good centre-back, will be one of our starting pair. Andrea Perna is a backup in central midfield. Georgios Okas will be our starting left-back. Sakras is the backup. He basically filled the starting role last season, but he's now backup. Anton Kovalev is our starting right winger at the moment. We have just signed a lad, which I will take you through in a moment because it's had ramifications, called Rezapov, and those two will probably be sharing time at that position. Yannick Semedo is a decent backup in central midfield, again deep line playmaker, and Ruben Rodriguez is our backup forward at the moment. Where exactly he'll be in the pecking order by the end of it, I don't know, because that's all part of the ruckus that developed recently, but we'll get to it. Now, Zangaliev is a goalkeeper, and he again is a backup, and we still have Latic, but we could get rid anytime we like. I've got two decent goalkeepers now, but Latic's there just because I just have this thing, if we get an injury crisis, all of a sudden we might end up with someone terrible in goal, and Latic at least we know can do a job. Milos Todorovic rather, is going to be one of our new starters. He is our starting halfback. Rafael Pinto is our starting right back these days. Hendricks is going to be our backup, and Pinto so far in pre-season been looking very good. Rayan Faber is another centre-back, and he is going to be a backup because he didn't really want or demand the playing time to not be one. And I mean, to be fair, the others are slightly better than him, so I'm happy that he doesn't want that. Romain Montiel is going to be our starting forward. He can do the deep line forward role pretty well. Landinho is someone I've brought in for like 1 year. He's going to be our starting deep line playmaker, and basically the reason he's there for 1 year, I will actually show you him. He's 33, and I'm not sure how long. I mean, his physicals are on the wane. I'm not sure how long they'll last, but his technicals and mentals were too good to ignore. So we've got him for a year. We'll see how he's looking at the end of that year, whether we want to renew. And here, Denis Rezapov. Now, you can see on the fee part exchange and Pericles Duarte. Now, you will remember from last season, Pericles Party Boy Duarte, who missed training 4 times, missed a match once because he was out on the town the night before. He has gone to Torpedo Kutaisi in exchange for Rezapov, as you can see there. Ukrainian lad, decent at what he does, perfectly happy to have him. What that then caused was initiated by our captain, Punier, who, don't know if I said, but was player of the season, not just for us, but for the division last season. He comes to me, backed by most of the squad apparently, saying, I've left us short of backup up front. We haven't got enough depth up front. We've got Montiel, we've got Rodriguez, we've still got Protan. I didn't see where the problem was. I told them that. I then got a message from one of them saying, oh, consider the complaint sort of rescinded, retracted, whatever the word was, but basically not bothered anymore. I say I'm glad it's all been sorted, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. They weren't saying that. Only one of them was saying that. Everyone else really annoyed still, and as a result, my managerial support right back in the toilet again. Club atmosphere wrecked, having had a really good pre-season, and that was nicely above average, doing really well. As a result, we still have some transfers to go through. Denilson, Rice and Romain Lahour are names you might barely remember from last season. You'd be doing bloody well if you did, because they almost never got on the pitch. I'm not even sure Rice ever did. But they hopefully will be heading out, although everyone that has had an offer put in for them has turned it down so far, so I may have to just ask them to leave politely and have them escorted from the building. Now, Manolo Soro, he can play either side, basically. I did sign him initially to be on the right side, but now that the Rezapov deal has gone through, we've got enough depth there, so he might end up on the left side, which is probably better because he's actually right-footed and coming in on his left. But very good inside forward, bags of pace, skillful, should be pretty useful out there, assuming he signs. I've got a feeling someone else is in for him, but we'll see. And then to cover up front, I mean, they probably won't count Popovic because, you know, he's down as a left winger and he's in the midfield section there. But he can play forward. He's been signed as a forward. Obviously, he can cover in the inside forward position, although not from the left. He can't because he's left-footed, so he'd have to go on the right and train. But that's why we want him to play deep lying forward when he gets here, which he's not great at, but you know, he was free. And Ogumka Adigibe is the main sort of one coming in to play deep lying forward. Again, pretty good at it, solid physicals, 30 years old, and hopefully that will shut them up about the lack of depth up front. If it doesn't, I don't know, but could really have done without that 2 days before the season started. Right, we are starting our season at home to Titus Petange. That's the starting lineup. That's what we're happy with. That's what we're going with. Okay. Squad numbers. How do you need squad numbers? Were you not here when we did the squad numbers? Right, well, we're going to auto number. Cannot be bothered to look. Right. Okay, yes, we do owe them after you managed to make a mess of the last time we played them. Although, only 2 of this lineup were on the pitch, probably, for that game. Punier and Prudhomme. The rest of them are new. So, I think. Or is Nuno Moreira not new? Can't remember. Most of them are new. Put it that way. Right, let's get going. We've changed the pitch dimensions as well, by the way, because obviously we're not playing so narrow down the middle it's not true anymore. So we've gone back to a normal sized pitch, which will be nice. I think the groundsman was happy. Although probably would have been happier if I hadn't told him to, you know, change the dimensions last season and change them back again. But okay, encouraging start. Shot within the first minute. Okay. Of course, I've done my usual of playing terrible teams in pre-season. One of whom we did actually manage to lose to, although that was the backups. So generally speaking, it's been a good pre-season, which is why I was so annoyed by that blooming thing about Duarte. Oh, it's a penalty. Landinho, who we know is a confident penalty taker, Scored one in pre-season, so hopefully, there we go, lovely. I can't remember what I was saying now. I've lost my thread. Can't have been that important, can it? Look at that, lovely. Tucks it away. It'll be interesting to see how the inside forwards work, being as I've accidentally been playing with wingers all pre-season and not inside forwards. I could have sworn I changed it to inside forwards, but apparently I didn't. And the entire squad is built around inside forwards, although theoretically, of course, most of them can probably play winger perfectly happily, and they'll just have to switch sides if we decide that winger works better. Right. Okay. Oh, good save, Javier, good save. Oh, rather it wasn't needed. Oh, Diffidonge losing. That's good. Fans will be happy about that. Oh, now, one thing I do need to let you know about is that part of the reason we were able to rebuild so much over the close season was because I managed to wangle a lot more wage budget out of the board. I went to them just asking for a bit more and hopeful for a little bit more, and they gave me like 160, 170,000 extra. I mean, it nearly doubled the wages we had available, so we were able to do a lot. Last time I looked at the pre-season thing, we were actually only like 6th favourites, but we're like 14-1, which isn't bad odds, really. So I think we are certainly supposed to be one of the better sides. Wish we'd start playing like it rather than lumping the ball upfield. Although you can lump it like that if you want. Montiel, oh, unlucky. So yeah, I think we've got a decent squad. It's certainly stronger than last season. Oh, that should really have come across. You've got to trust your left foot, Landinho. I don't know how much of a left foot you've got, but you've got to trust it there and just slide it across that 6-yard box, because it's going to be a danger, and someone's got to tap in if they get on the end of it. Can't be that difficult for even a Luxembourgish or top flight in Luxembourg professional footballer, well, semi-pro, to just slide a ball across the 6-yard box. No, you see, you'd have just kind of left it. Oh, good work. Javier with the block, Grillo with the clearance. And we are definitely on top. I would love the second goal. It does make me wonder if... Now, there you go, see? That's... Moreira seems to be decent in the air. That's the sort of thing we want. I'm just wondering if... I mean, the thing is, if I was playing them as wingers, they were playing on the wrong flank. So the fact that they were doing so well was quite impressive. That's yours. Well done. Grillo. Todorovic plays it down. Moreira. Knock it back. There we go. Landinho swings it over. I mean, we have been playing some good football. Don't think you saw an awful lot of good football from us last season, but pre-season and in this first half, we've been playing well. Right, capable of better. Yeah, they're not going to respond to me at the moment, are they? They're just so hacked off with me because of their own stupidity and not actually looking at our squad and seeing, oh yeah, he can play up front, he can play up front. Hate it when they do that. What's it to them whether I think we've got enough strength up front? Do they think I'm not looking at this sort of stuff? And also, they do realise this is Pericles' I'm not going to show up today Duarte that we're talking about, that we just let go. Who, if I could have got any money for him before that, would have had plenty of time to sign a replacement. Probably quite a good one. If we could have got his market value for him, which I'm reliably informed, is somewhere about 100,000. But I mean, Rezapov's not worth anywhere near that amount. So a straight swap, they've absolutely done me there, quite frankly. Go on, Prodom. Oh, there we go. Kovalev gets it over. Moreira. Oh, yeah. Well, we are looking decent, but apparently Moreira and Montiel are not playing so well, so... Oh, we want it back. No, that's just been hoofed clear, so that's coming back. Away. There we go. Prudhomme. Landino. Good stuff. Well done. Worked it out of danger. Right. Come on, boys. Prudhomme. Moreira. Okay. Neat little triangles. Moreira. Burst of pace. Back to Ocas. Oh, hello. That could have gone anywhere. It's a corner. Swung in. Punier! Oh, you owe me, Punier, because you've caused this problem. With my lack of respect for no apparent reason. No, don't praise them before a highlight, because you know what happens. All of a sudden you end up praising them for conceding a goal. Which makes you look like a right prat. Okay, nicely done. Again, Pinto apparently not having a great day. I am just wondering whether wingers might... Is wingers the way to go? Do I switch everyone's flank? That could have been worked a lot better. How have they still got this in our danger area? Right. I'm going to see how that goes a little bit there, because at the moment... Right, go on, Kovalev. Go. Go. You've got space, you've got options. That's a decent one. Moreira. Plays it back in. Prudhomme. Oh, lovely long-range strike from Prudhomme. Right. Now I can dish out that praise I was going to give him. He has got a good long shot on him, Lucas Prudhomme. And that was a good one, although the keeper seemed to be close enough to it that he could have got it, in my opinion, but we'll take it. Got no objection to him not having got it. Right, actually, now, we got any tired boys or anyone needing to come off? Right, Todorovic is on a booking. Montiel has not played well, apparently. All pre-season, absolutely fine. Today, no, not really. Right, Manga can go on the bench, and we'll put Hendricks on for Pinto, who's not performing at his best either. So, quadruple substitution. Okay, Kovalev reading the fact that that was not going to be cleared very well. Prudhomme gets it through. Montiel. Right, well, we're going to cancel that, and we're going to... Oh, no. No, now he's been off. He's offside again. So I am going to do all that again. Thanks, linesman. Couldn't have just let us have that one, could you? No. If you'd have let him have that one, I'd have kept him on. Right, well done. Alcas. No! Oh, Bielich, you absolute... I know you're not Matt Sharp, son, but... He's playing in a very, very different kit. Oh, Alcas with 2 attempts to foul him, neither of which worked. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Right, what we want to do is pause it for a minute, drop that back to positive, and drop the tempo down and start time wasting the hell out of the game. That's yours. Right, Bielich. Mess about. Oh, Oh, well, one back, but okay. Moreira, Landino, Prudhomme, Kovalev. Oh, go on. Go on. Oh, that's a disappointing finish. Once he's on his wrong foot at that point, isn't he? Wondering if I make them wingers and just ask them to come inside. We might tinker a bit with the tactic, although it seems to have gone reasonably well. They haven't threatened a huge amount, and that was fairly comfortable. I'll certainly take it as the opening day. Well, that was an encouraging win, wasn't it? And now, what we'll probably do is go through a few matches of the season until we get to the second round of the Cup, because we know we love our Cup games and we are hoping to get a little bit further than we did last time. But this is quite a tough start. We've got 3 of the top sides in the first 6 matches. But yeah, we'll come back for the Cup game and we'll hope that this has continued somewhat along the lines of this, although a lot of that, as usual, very poor sides. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this one. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.